Let me explain something to you. Tank don't look at me as coach. I don't even feel right. Y'all hear this sound? But I'm a man at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
And I'm a hustler.
Right.
Second foremost.
I don't hear Tank as the day. I hear Tank as that little boy.
Don't Tank. Although the actual struggle appears to be taking place outside of the ring, Davis has long been recognized for his explosive strength there. Calvin Ford, his lifelong instructor, had finally had enough and reprimanded him. Tension has been growing between the two since they said they would no longer respect each other, and it now appears like their relationship is nearing a breaking point. The boxing community has been rocked by Ford's outburst of fury.
Who do you want to see? You, as a guy that's in his trainer, that's like a father figure to him, you're training him all the time, you know him, both y'all from the streets of Baltimore the whole bit. Who do you want to see Tank fight next?
I want him to get all of them that ran their mouth.
Give me the names. I need names, Calvin. I need names.
You already know. We went down to, we working on the big four. It was Garcia. That's the first one. Roma, I hope we get him soon. Shakur, he's going to get it. He know he's going to get it. It's just Bob is in charge of that. You know what I'm saying? Bob know what he's doing over there. You can't tell Bob how to run his game because he's like a vet at this. He's been doing it for so many years. That's going to happen. All the fights that we'll want, they have no choice. They're going to take the fight when it's time to take the fight. It's just right now, who's going to take the fight? That's the question.
My journey's crazy. That's why I said, yo, you can't write this, man. You cannot write this. My experience being gone and all the stuff that I went through preparing me for where I'm at today. You know, yeah, Tank is older. He had the lessons, getting his lessons of what he got to do, take us the rest of the way. And this is his take us the rest of the way fight.
Davis and his longtime trainer Calvin have had a successful and respectful journey together. Recent events indicate that their relationship may be under stress. According to sources in IND, Ford has been frustrated with Davis, which might indicate friction in their camp.
Let me explain something to you. Tank don't look at me as coach. He look at me as dad. Do it look like his son supposed to be taking care of dad? I don't even feel right. Y'all hear this sound? Tank don't pay his coach. Tank gives me anything I want.
Right.
But I'm a man at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
And I'm a hustler.
Right.
Second foremost, I came from that cloth. You know what I'm saying? He watched me lose my house, my wife, my family. He watched me do it. It's bigger than boxing.
Right.
Boxing is just a web.
Davis's transformation from a juvenile fighter to a world champion has been greatly aided by Calvin Ford, a well-known personality in Baltimore's boxing community. With Ford, their bond goes beyond the usual trainer-fighter interaction. This relationship has been a pillar of Davis's career, acting as a father figure and mentor to him, offering support and direction both inside and beyond the ring.
He came in the corner at the 6th round and said, my hand is hurting. If you look at the tape, I said, man, I don't want to hear that. Fight through it. And he done it. Y'all got to give this young man his props. Man, he come in day in and day out. And you hear him keep saying, he fight who they put in front of him. And we don't turn down nothing but our callers. So whatever they say to do, we're going to get the job done. That's the blue collar.
Ford has a thorough knowledge of the sweet science of boxing, which informs his teaching method. He placed a strong emphasis on footwork, technical accuracy, and defensive abilities, all of which enhanced Davis's innate strength and agility. Their partnership was the ideal fusion of unadulterated talent and strategic acumen. Gervonta.
The first one in the gym, the last one out the gym. Tank used to sit on the ring like this and watch me train him.
How old is he at this point?
He was like 7, 8.
Okay.
A lot of stuff that I was giving my son, my son was giving it to Tank. So it was a perfect fit. Tank was like the family, you know what I'm saying? And he used to sit at the table because I had another kid named Ramon Manning. He liked to play with them guns, you know what I'm saying? And when I lost him, I was hurt because that was my first time losing a fighter that you put so much into. Remember, I said, Tank, my money running out. And he just looked at me and said, believe in me, coach. Believe. That's what did it.
When he said that, that's...
It's still...
Damn.
I don't hear Tank as the day. I hear Tank as that little boy. Believe in me, coach. And he came in the gym one day and he said, Coach, I seen it. I said, what you seen? I had all the belts on me. He said, I'm gonna be that dude. The rest is history.
Damn. I got goosebumps, low-key.
Davis's career has been greatly influenced by Calvin Ford, who has helped the boxer overcome both his personal and professional obstacles. Ford, Davis's longtime trainer, has played a key role in molding Davis into a world-class boxer. Ford's participation goes beyond. In addition to training, he serves as Davis's mentor and advisor, assisting him in handling his interactions with well-known people like Floyd Mayweather.
Calvin, he been with me since I was 7. I used to sleep in Coach Calvin's house. I used to sleep at his job when he was working at a seafood restaurant in Baltimore.
When I had to train Tank, when I didn't want him to get in trouble and I wanted to make sure we was together, I used to take him to work with me. And he'd chill. Everybody know him. Everybody know him at work.
Remember, Calvin used to fuss at the guys that was coming up with me, and they was in the streets a lot. He was telling them, like, you can't have 1 feet in and 1 feet out. You gotta be, like, all the way in it. Like, focus on the goal, you know, and them guys, they went left, and unfortunately, they got killed.
You weigh the odds out like that. Do you want him to go to jail or you want him to live? That's the whole idea, to come to the boxing gym.
If I ain't had the people I had around me, like the people that started with me and things like that, I probably would have been out.
In many respects, Ford's impact on Gervonta Davis extended much beyond the conventional trainer position. For Davis, who did not have a strong father figure in his upbringing, Ford acted as a surrogate father. During a turbulent youth, Ford gave Davis stability and structure, guiding him through a difficult journey that included poverty and the temptations of street life.
Tank, when you first met Calvin, the first time you met him, what do you remember at age 7?
When I met him, I think he brushed me off because he had a fight on. He had a fight on right there. I think he brushed me off.
He was a baby.
I was a baby.
He was a baby. No, but guess what? When he got around me, how did that treat you?
Yeah.
He used to be in the gym, and man, I still hear his screaming voice in my head.
Yeah, we was all kids. Like everybody that came up with us, that still with us. We came up as like kids. Even Coach Kenny.
They had a romance outside of the ring. Ford frequently assumed the position of a father figure, giving advice on topics unrelated to boxing. Many people thought that the link formed by this dynamic was unshakable. Although Calvin Ford's legal issues seem to have been the direct cause of their breakup, experts speculate that long-standing professional conflicts also played a role. As Davis's career took off, he felt more pressure to continue being a worldwide sensation.
So he's been detained, he's been arrested, and he's been in jail ever since. And you hear his partner, longtime partner, training partner, and his assistant trainer, Coach Kenny Ellis, and his fighters, you know, they keep saying free Coach Calvin, so on and so forth. If you don't know the backstory and the history of Coach Calvin Ford, you look at the show The Wire, and he's one of the characters on The Wire.
Although Tank Davis assured fans that his relationship with his longtime trainer Calvin Ford was intact prior to his fight with Lamont Roach Jr., an incident during the fight in which Davis was heard yelling at Ford raised the possibility that there were still underlying tensions.
Well, actually, that question on camera.
What?
I'm talking about family at this point. Because you pulled up with just somebody else. You didn't even pull up with your team you pulled up with. We ain't see Calvin. Yeah.
Calvin was there.
Okay.
Calvin was there.
Okay.
I think he came a little late though. I spoke to him.
Y'all good?
Yeah.
All right, because
I just seen Calvin too. But that's another thing. Calvin is someone that he's like, when I ain't had no pops, Calvin was the person that you feel me, stepped in them shoes. So no matter if he's not my coach, anything like that, he's always gonna be in my life.
And that's why I said I would have asked that question off camera because I already know.
Yeah,
so I ain't, but you already cleared it.
Although specifics are still lacking, there have been signs of strain between Davis and Ford, despite their long-standing collaboration. Conflicts over training methods and job choices have reportedly caused friction, according to sources close to the camp. In the boxing world, where the demands of sustaining top performance constrain even the best relationships, arguments of this nature are not unusual.
TV, back at y'all with another one. So we have some very, very unfortunate news that has broken. Hopefully it proves not to be true. And that involves Gervonta Tank Davis, undefeated 3-division world champion, 5-time world champion, superstar boxer, who is widely acknowledged as the face of the sport of boxing, if not one of the faces. His longtime trainer, mentor, big brother, uncle, father figure, and Coach Calvin Ford. Now we know Coach Calvin Ford has been arrested recently. Over the past week, he has been arrested. And now more details are surfacing as he's still detained. And Coach Calvin is in some very hot water, according to these accusations alleged.